Well, our cows eat only grass. They only have access to water that we pipe out to them wherever they are. We move them day to day. Today they're right here in this acre, and we pipe water out from our well. They have access to salt and minerals. The minerals they have range from magnesium to phosphorus to sulfur in a salad bar type wagon that I carry around, or I pull around the four-wheeler, and they can get into each compartment and they know what they need. Unlike us, who we have to learn and study and read, cows are innately kind of know if they come into contact with something whether or not they need it, and they do that. Cows are what are called herbivores. They've got a four-chambered stomach, which allows them to eat grass and then chew it. They swallow mostly the first time. It sits in a vat and ferments, kind of like your compost pile. If you have a compost pile, if you know what that is. Then they spit it back up. They chew it up into finer particles, and it goes into another chamber where its body breaks it down more through more fermentation, and then finally, slowly, it gets over a 24-hour, 48-hour period that it assimilates into its cells, into the rest of its body. Generally, an animal is born on grass from a mama cow out on a pasture, much like this. It grows to a certain age, probably around 7 or 8 months to 12 months. Then that animal is sold to someone else who then either puts it back on pasture and starts supplementing it with corn or grain or some kind of grain. And then it's sold into a feedlot where it's then fed grain, corn, grain, many other things we won't get into right now until they process it or kill it to make it to beef and take it to the grocery store. So yes, the answer to the question is all cows do start off on grass. And when you hear the term grass-fed, that means that they were either finished on grass or they had grass only their entire lives. The answer to this question is grass-fed beef isn't so expensive. It's just that conventional beef, or what you're used to buying at the grocery store, is so cheap. Really, if you took in the cost, the actual cost of anything you eat, and compared to what you have to pay to either produce it or for your body to deal with it, grass-fed beef is extremely cheap. Or I don't want to say extremely cheap, it's perfectly priced. Because when you go to the grocery store and you buy, right now, like a $4 a pound beef, or a little more expensive for steaks, of course, then you're not just getting a cheap piece of beef. You're getting a piece of beef that costs the land a lot to produce, and it's going to cost your body a lot to assimilate. So down the road, when your doctor says you shouldn't have any more beef and you need to start taking this pill every day, that's because you had a little too much $4 beef and not a lot of rightly priced grass-fed beef.